Democracy without security is not solid enough. That is why this administration has chosen both kinetic and non-kinetic strategies to restore peace, declared a security emergency, and approved the recruitment of 50,000 new police officers and thousands of military recruits. Our 2026 budget commits 5.41 trillion, our largest ever, to defense and security. We have moved from training with our allies to precision targeting. In Arege, we degraded ISWAP and command centers. Terror-related deaths are down by 81% since 2015. Over 13,000 terrorists have been neutralized in the past year. But we also keep the door of surrender open. Over 124,000 fighters and dependents have laid down arms since 2023. Through Operation Safe Corridor, we turn our former enemies into citizens because every life saved is a victory for democracy. To bandits, kidnappers, and sponsors of terror, surrender or face the full force of the Nigerian state. These windows of surrender will not remain open forever. No mercy will be shown to those who trade in blood of Nigerians.
This was not a casual remark. This was a carefully constructed presidential address on Democracy Day, Nigeria's most symbolically significant political occasion. Every word was deliberate. Every statistic was chosen. That is exactly why it demands rigorous interrogation. What the president said and what the data says. Number one claim. The president claimed that terror-related deaths are down 81% since 2015. Again, he said terror-related deaths are down by 81% since 2015. This claim is technically defensible, but strategically misleading. The 2025 Global Terrorism Index confirms that deaths in Nigeria peaked at 2,101 in 2014 before dropping to 392 in 2022, the lowest since 2011. However, fatalities then increased by 34% in 2023 to 533 and further climbed to 565 in 2024. So yes, compared to 2015, numbers look better on paper, but the president conveniently benchmarks from the worst year in Nigerian history, obscuring the fact that the trend under his own watch is moving in the wrong direction. Numbers are rising, not falling. That is what Nigerians need to hear. Number two claim. He said over 13,000 terrorists neutralized in the past year. This is an extraordinary, unverifiable claim. The Nigerian military has never independently audited or published granular data to support figures of this magnitude. No credible third-party database, not ACLED, not SBM Intelligence, not the Global Terrorism Index has reported figures anywhere close to this. Nigerians must ask, who counted? Who verified? What is the definition of neutralized? In military communication globally, this language often conflates confirmed kills, arrests, surrenders, and even deaths from unrelated causes. Without transparent data, this number is propaganda until proven otherwise. Number three claim: 124,000 fighters are dependent and 124,000 fighters and dependents have laid down arms since 2023 through Operation Safe Corridor. Operation Safe Corridor is a real program with genuine structural value. Its coordinators acknowledge that not everyone in insurgent camps was a committed fighter. Many were abducted or forcibly conscripted, and that a purely military response cannot stop recruitment or provide exit pathways. The logic is sound. However, the 124,000 figure must be examined carefully. This number includes dependents, wives, children, relatives, not just fighters. The program deserves credit, but inflating figures by bundling civilians into a combatant surrender count is statistically sleight of hand. The president said these windows of surrender will not remain open forever. That is appropriate firmness, but the effectiveness of reintegration, whether former fighters are returning to communities peacefully or cycling back into violence, has not been independently verified at scale. Number four claim: 50,000 new police officers approved. The declaration orders 50,000 new police officers, but this is only a fraction of the 190,000 recommended by Inspector General Kayode Egbetokun in 2023. Nigeria's police to citizen ratio remains dangerously low, but global standard. The recruitment portal was opened in December 2025, with applications running from December 15 through January 25, 2026. So the process has begun, but recruits are not yet trained, deployed, or operational. Announcing recruitment is not the same as delivering security. Number five claim: our 2026 budget commits 5.41 trillion naira, our largest ever, to defense and security. Defense and security allocations have indeed increased significantly from 2.98 trillion naira in 2023 to 3.25 trillion naira in 2024 and 4.91 trillion naira in the 2025 budget, representing a 64% increase within 2 years. Budget allocation is real and meaningful, but Nigerian governance has a chronic gap between budgetary appropriation and actual implementation. The question Nigerians must demand answers to is: where's the money going and what are the measurable outputs? Money allocated is not money spent. Money spent is not security delivered. Now, this is what the speech omitted. Here is where the speech becomes most dishonest. Not in what not in what it said, but in what it deliberately buried. The kidnapping crisis is worsening, not improving. SBM intelligence recorded 4,722 kidnappings in 997 incidents between July 2024 and June 2025, with at least 762 people killed. The National Human Rights Commission documented 3,012 kidnappings and 3,584 killings between January 2024 and April 2025. Violent deaths from insurgency, banditry, and kidnapping killed over 2,266 people in just the first half of 2025 alone, surpassing the entire 2024 total. In November 2025, at least 402 people, mostly school children, were kidnapped across 4 northern states, surpassing even the infamous 2014 Chibok abduction in scale. The president spoke of precision targeting and degraded ISWAP. The president spoke of precision targeting and degraded ISWAP command centers. These are genuine tactical wins, but Boko Haram overran more than 15 military outposts in 2025 and even killed Brigadier General Musa Uba, commander of the 25 Task Force Brigade in a sophisticated ambush in Borno State. These are not the hallmarks of a defeated enemy at all. The speech also said nothing about accountability for security forces. Nigerian security forces have been implicated in abuses during counterterrorism operations, including airstrikes that have killed civilians. A Democracy Day speech that champions democracy cannot selectively acknowledge military wins while ignoring military atrocities. Now, should Nigerians believe the president? The structural moves are real. The security emergency was declared. The budget allocation is the largest on record. Police recruitment has been initiated. Operation Safe Corridor has genuinely conceptual merit, and there are tactical gains in the Northeast. These are not fictions, but the framing is manipulative. The 81% improvement benchmark is cherry picked from the worst year in history. The 13,000 neutralized figure is unverifiable. The kidnapping data is being suppressed from public narrative, and Nigeria's position has actually worsened on the 2025 Global Terrorism Index, rising to sixth in the world, moving up from the eighth position in 2023 and 2024. A president who is genuinely winning the security war does not need to manipulate benchmarks. The data does the talking. Now again, should Nigerians have hope? Hope without accountability is naivety. The correct posture for Nigerians is this: receive the promises, demand the metrics, enforce the accountability. The recruitment of 50,000 police officers deserves a timeline and a deployment plan. The 5.41 trillion naira security budget demands a public audit. The 13,000 neutralized figure requires independent verification. The surrender program needs community level impact reporting. Democracy Day speeches are easy, governance is hard. President Tinubu has outlined a direction, but Nigerians have heard directions before. What they need and what they must demand is verifiable delivery. The window for giving this administration benefit of the doubt on security is narrowing. Just like the president says, the window for terrorists is narrowing. Both statements cut both ways. Thank you for watching and listening. What do you think? Pour your thoughts in the comment section. Share, like, and please subscribe. Thank you.